on the webcams again on this video this evening, and also we will see some good images from subscribers that have sent emails in. Fantastic messages. Again, there have been some very strange skies, darkening at 3:30 p.m. Here in the northern hemisphere, we always get this dark shadow to the right hand side of the sun. The sun just looks so dull as that object in front of it, simulator. So let's carry on and see what we can find on the webcams. I've just zoomed in on this object on this NASA Ustream cam. Just interested me. Just looks very strange. It's got like a rounded object, a hollow piece in the middle of the center of this round object that's slightly red above. Also as well, it starts moving away, so I'm going to go to a different cam and come back to this later on. Look at this cam all through the night to see what we can find. Because that looks very strange. It's nothing to do with the International Space Station. It's something that's out there as well, isn't it? Darkness of space. This is a cam in Alaska, and this is an FAA weather cam. What I'm showing you here is important because you can see an object just here, can't you? I'm going to zoom in here to this object. Something is behind those chemtrails. Here it is. You can see this zoomed in now, can't you? It's kind of a red, glazy, silvery sort of celestial body or something that's up there. I've seen this on other cams as well, this strange colour in the skies. There's also another strange object on this. On the next image, I'll show you this and zoom in. Something red there. Can you see this? A red object that's behind those trails. So people over in Alaska need to look up to the skies because there's lots of different objects. I mean, there's lots of different objects all over the planet now, isn't there, that's above in the skies? And they're not allowed to say anything, news media. Government are saying nothing. I've said this before. So many objects up there now that we're seeing these now, aren't we? I've zoomed in to these two objects. Can you see this as well? One brighter than the other. To the right hand side there's a smaller object there. And then to the left hand side you can see this, can't you? Just looks very strange, doesn't it? Here on this live cam as well, you can see the timestamp on the top right hand corner there, 1910. And also you can see just those chemtrails and also these burnt away clouds. Can you see this either side? They're just burning away, aren't they? As the simulator and the object is in front of our sun. It's very dark here on the skies as well. You can just see those chems in the background. But it just shows you that the amount of power that's coming from the sun from behind this through these huge CME events, the solar flares, just burning everything up because we've got that binary twin that's with it. Also spotted these two objects as well. They're on the opposite side from the sun, and also you can see those chemtrails and all the trash that they're spraying up there, the height and anything that's presenting themselves up, so the public will see this. So again, just very strange, isn't it? It's not on the other side. So just producing all the different images from different cams around the world to show you that there's lots of strangeness going on in our skies. Here again I can see on the another cam there's no sun, there's no, just a plain sky with lots of chemtrailing going on as well. I had a subscriber that sent me an email as well saying about these triangle sort of shapes in the sky. Different colours. It just looked odd. It could be a cloud, something else. But with the shape of this, can you see this? Here and across, and also different shades here. Can you see this? Very strange. Again, I can see on another different cam. This is another cam that's in Alaska. But you can see these two triangular shaped objects again, can't you? When you go through the cam, they fade off, but they don't go to the left or right or up and down. They just go straight out as if they're heading off into space. And again, you can see this object here. Can you see this? I'm going to show you the next image of the sun. They're just blasting it over in Alaska as well. It's absolutely terrible and outrageous what they're doing, isn't it? I mean, look at the sun here on this next image. Here's the sun. Look at it. It's just outrageous what they're doing. That simulator in front of it, showing it to be white hot, and our natural sun behind it. It's fallen apart. Our natural sun is falling apart. There's big, huge chunks coming off it. And these solar flares, again, they're just blasting our skies, breaking down our magnetic field. All the time we're being battered by this. And as again what I said last night as well, that one huge event, that's all we need. It's one kill shot to take all our power grids down all across the world. That's it, we're finished with the electricity. There's no power. It'd be no good to use power generators. It'd be no good to drive cars. Hospitals would be cut out. There'd be no electric for the hospitals. It will be a life-changing event. Things are going to be so much different. I mean, these chems that are being sprayed in our sky is evident that very shortly we're going to get a kill shot effect from the solar activity. Here again on this cam as well, you can see where that simulator's behind those chemtrails. You can see this, can't you? And also, if you look closely, there's an object that's here that's trying to cut through as well. This red object, if you can just see this. So look on the different cams and see if we can get a better image of this object as well. You can see where this simulator's burning. It's like a magnifying glass, isn't it? I mean, when you put a magnifying glass in front of the sun, it burns, doesn't it? It burns your skin, it burns paper. And it's like the greenhouse effect, isn't it? It's just, we're getting this greenhouse effect now because the ozone layer has got, I mean, it's disappearing now, it's finished. We've got some terrible carry-ons, haven't we, really, especially with the jet stream as well. We've got this dark chemical poisonous toxins of these strange clouds in front of our sun as well. So I'm going to go to a different image for you. You can also see the binary twin Nemesis that's below that simulator that's in front of our sun. You can see this clearly on this cam. The simulator is burning through those chems. Look at the shape of it. It's not our sun anymore. And there you've got that binary twin reflection. I mean, it's burning as well. We've got two suns in the sky that are burning through all these chemicals as well. Thick grey veil of chems all the time now. And down here on the ground, these trees, they're not getting the right light or any other resources to grow properly anymore. Here again on this image, you can see that them heat sources up there from them different heavenly bodies are trying to pierce through those chems. And they will do. They will get through. We'll all see the strange colours in the skies in those celestial bodies. Here also are those strange objects in the sky. Can you see this? Just very strange looking. Are they cloaking devices or some sort of craft? What are they? They're not ours. I know that for a fact. They are something. They illuminate. They're just something that's up there on the left hand side of the screen. So I'm just going to keep going and see what I can find. This is called Yorkton South Cam. And again, you can see those strange chemtrails, no planes, they just blast across the sun. You can see one here just below the sun here. So what are they doing? How are they doing this? Because I would like to know. They're blasting our sky with other devices. This image is very close to Montana in the USA. And it's just outstanding what they're doing up there in their skies. They are now getting very dark skies. So they're going into darkness as well. So they're starting to see the system. They are blasting their skies every single day, aren't they? You can see on the land, on the mountains and hills, it's just very dark and bleak, isn't it? Here again as well, we've got a strange sun shape, okay, from the simulator. It's cutting through those chem clouds again. They spray our skies. And over there they've sprayed them as well, that silvery haze. The timestamp there is 4:01. And now we're heading into April, still in darkness. Let the light shine through the darkness, as people have said in the past. This strange shape. Can you see this? This is another webcam as well in Alaska. This also is very dark, isn't it? You can see this rainbow effect that we showed you last night on the screen. Can you see this? It's part of that halo as well. They're hiding an object just here. Here it is, the object zoomed in. I'm going to go to another cam. This is another cam that's very interesting as well. This is the Palmer Southeast cam. It's on the opposite side of the sun. If I show you this, okay, it's very interesting. See the timestamps there as well, like you can see that, can't you? There is something that's staying on the opposite side. These chemtrails are up above. The natural clouds being burnt away. The sun is coming up from the other side. You flip through the cam, you can see the different timing on it. It's just basically, it's just staying there on the horizon. Can you see this? All the way through. This array of yellow redness. I believe it to be the binary twin on the horizon. On the opposite side, we've seen this on the other cams as well, the Mexico cams and the Skyline cams. This isn't from our sun. The sun is on the opposite side, it'll be up in the sky now. Look how dark it is on the land as well. It's burning through those clouds now, splitting them in half, and the chems are being burnt as well. We haven't got much time, have we, really? Again, it's important that we all prepare for this. It's so important. Just staying there on the horizon there and see this. Very strange colours, look. Chemicals. And then afterwards it stops, but it goes dark. I mean, so much plasma on the opposite side now, isn't there? I know there's not a lot to see on this cam image, okay? This weather observation cam. Now, all I want to tell you this, okay, that we're seeing these chemtrails above our natural clouds and being burnt. And I've said this so many times before as well, so the message needs to come out though. It really does. But it's getting dark. Too dark for the timestamp, 4:01. Darkened shadows up there in the dark blueness of the skies. It's like there's a hole, isn't there? And then later on in the day, you'll start seeing stars. And we didn't see the stars till 7, 8 o'clock in the summertime. What's going on? These green reflections on those clouds that we've seen on the NASA cams on the other side. These mountains and the ground as well on the roof here. Just so evidence that the sun is dimming all the time now. This again, look at these HARP clouds. These are made from HARP. These are not from chemtrails. These are controlled clouds that make these patterns in the sky to cover our celestial body, the sun, with that simulator, to hide the brown dwarf star as well, the reflections. Again, on the ground, it's just absolutely dark for the timestamp. Very strange cloudings. We're seeing this all the time now. They're using those technology, HARP and CERN, they're using it all the time now. Without us knowing, it's affecting us as well because of these so much radiation in the sky now, these toxins. I mean, they're pumping everything up there now, aren't they? Using as much as what technology they have to hide everything from us. Because just imagine if everybody looked up at the skies and noticed them huge heavenly bodies right now, which are there now. There will be anarchy, mass panic. Everything will just shut down straight away. Nobody would trust the system anymore. The system that we've been a slave to. The money system. So we really need to wake more people up. It's so important. Can you see this on this image here? There's something there behind those chems. Can you see the red reflection here as the simulator's rising? There's that halo as well. It's a cloaking device to the right hand side of the sun, getting this shadow. You can see it just illuminating through those chems. They put this here, this halo as well, so we can't see this huge celestial body. It really is coming now, isn't it? It's just so important to get the message out. I'm seeing the evidence every day, I'm sorry, but this is really happening now, isn't it? This is called the Kotzebue Curve, southeast. Now, I've said it again, haven't I, just before, on other videos as well. The sun's risen there. Look at the timestamp on the left-hand side. Saturday as well, 1st of April today. You can see how dark it is, the shadow on the right-hand side of the screen, can't you? Now, years before just gone, this object that's in front of our sun wasn't there before. I'm sure it wasn't, because the thing is, our sun would be a yellow sun that's up there in the skies. And we would get the brightness, won't we, on the land? Look at this sheet of chemtrails. There's also an object that's behind these chems. You can just see the red outline just behind it. There's something there. And it's also proving this dark shadow. They're definitely using mirrors and technology up there to hide everything. Here again on this screen as well. It blasts the skies. This colour in the skies in high definition. It's not our blue skies. This is more chemicals that are above, dark chems. But people on the ground would look up and think, oh, look, there's darker skies. It's all grey, silvery haze, mixed chemicals, all of it, every single piece of it. Look at the lines in the sky here. Can you see this red reflection down here? There'd be an object that's down here on the horizon here. I can see it myself, and I know others can see it too. So we need to prepare, and also I'm hoping other people's eyes are opening for this as well, because the event is stepping very close to us now, isn't it? This count, the Chandler count, this is pointing south. And also you've got just poisons up there, but can you see what happens here? This strange aurora, this strange glow through the chems. There's more than one body that's rising up. And look at the ground, look how dark it is. Very, very dark. Timestamp there, 10:22. It shouldn't be like that, it should be white, normal sunlight. You've got like a rainbow effect here as well. As I said before, you get this rainbow effect when you get a moon eclipse. It's just outstanding how they're getting away with this. Yes, it looks spectacular, but it's so dangerous, isn't it? Huge chems that are being sprayed. Just very strange, bleaky skies, aren't they? Again, It's April. Very strange. Just looking at the different images just blows me away. I mean, you must be blown away with these images. I mean, look at what they're doing in the skies. There's a red reflection here. There's a red reflection here as well. They've put this cam down. They've pointed it downwards slightly. This cam was pointing up towards the sun. Now it's gone down slightly. You can see this red haze, can't you? It's on the land as well. I'm going to go to a different cam now. You can just see this reflection from Nibiru here. And the reflections are coming across there. Look at these chemicals again spraying. Look at this blue object as well that's lighting up the skies as well. It's getting worse, isn't it? Here as well, on this same image cam, the Shangnam cam east, we've got this object as well that's in the skies that comes up as well. This is our sun. This is another object up there. These cams trying to cover everything before the sun rises with that simulator. Here again, you've got the halo as well on the screen. It's there, isn't it? Don't want you to see this, do they? So they just keep sandblasting the skies with these chemicals, barium, all sorts of things that we're breathing in every day now. Also with this cam as well, we're getting a pink reflection from another heavenly body behind those grey, silvery haze cams. You can see this, can't you? The sun would be up here, but you can see this reflection just coming through, this pinkness as well. Other patterns, strange patterns in as well in the skies behind those cams. So we'd like to know what's going on, won't we? It's so important that we all want the truth. So I'm going to come off the webcams now and show you some images of some subscribers that sent me some images in. This image was brought in by a kind subscriber from the USA, and she is telling me that through emails, her sky is very pink every morning. Through the day, it's just red and pink all the time, as you can see on the screen here. And she'd never seen it like this before. She's lived in this beautiful village where she lives over there in the USA. She liked to remain, as I said before, anonymous about this. But she's just a bit worried about it as well, so as a family. I'm going to show you another image from her, what she's sent me in. Here's another image as well of that strange sky that she sees all through the day. Now we get to see it here in the UK, but it's a lot further away on the those horizons. But it's a lot closer where she is here, isn't it? You can see that as well, can't you? It's rising up there, isn't it, that horizon? So I hope the lady's safe and her family, and I hope you're all safe. Every single one of you subscribers. Here again, she's seen this shadow in the sky. I believe this to be Nibiru. We see these on the Mexico cams as well, don't we? This round object that's illuminating in the skies. It's covering up the natural skies, look. And the natural clouds are just doing nothing. Can you see these? There's something coming in that's huge. There again, you can see this, can't you? I mean, thank you for sending these in to me. I've got loads of different images, and I will show these on different videos as well. Here you can see this again, can't you? This pink light source in the skies. I mean, it's not here to the left or it's not to the right hand side. It's just bang in the center, isn't it? This huge object that we're seeing all the time on the cams as well. And these are genuine photos that this kind lady subscriber sent in to me. Here you can see this as well. She's taken a picture of the sun here, the simulator. You can see an object here as well. Very pink, isn't it? We're seeing this pink light source all the time, aren't we? It's getting much worse now. It really is. Can you see what she's done here? She's actually enhanced it darker. Basically, you can see the objects as well. I'm going to play this video that she sent me in. Here is the object, and you see this on the screen. What she's done is it's night footage, and she's spotted something that's in the skies. I'm going to play the footage now. Can you see the way this moves? It's very strange, isn't it? It's taken the image with the high definition camera. There's more objects that are flashing around up there as well, isn't there? Very strange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out all the images from those brilliant subscribers. And I'll do a long video on subscribers' images tomorrow. It's been very busy here as well. I'm doing lots of different jobs and that today. So, as it says on this image here, don't be afraid of your answer. Be afraid of your governments who hide the truth, which they're doing. Other people say it's a conspiracy. It's not. It's the truth. This is a real event. They just don't want us to see what's coming our way now. In the path of Earth's orbit, we've got those objects that are very much incoming now. And every day I just look at the skies. I even videoed the skies. I video them every day just to see the changes and document it down using my diaries. And I hope to catch something huge, like last year, that red halo in the skies, southwest. It was like a rainbow, but it was red, and it was absolutely spectacular to see that. Why was it there? I don't know. So if I catch something absolutely outstanding, I will put that on video for you as well. Everybody knows that something is wrong that are viewing the channels now and viewing those skies, them lowered clouds. They're blatantly spraying our skies every day now, aren't they? It's got to a point now that we know that that's happening now. We just want to look beyond those chems to see those huge objects. Lots more people are looking up to the skies now. And that's great, because we're starting to wake up to their system now, aren't we? Propaganda, media lies. The government. They don't want us to see anything, do they? They don't want us to see the truth. We are now opening up to the other dimensions of life now, aren't we? Seeing the truth. Looking past the veil. They don't like it, do they? But I'm afraid it's going to be done now, isn't it? We're going to see this, aren't we? So I'm going to go back tomorrow, and I'm going to make up a video of other images, and they're all fantastic. We're all seeing the same thing as well. It's absolutely outstanding. So have a great evening and a great Sunday tomorrow from Matt Rogers. We're back again on the 26th of 3rd, 2017. I did that short video earlier on today about that eclipse-looking object in the sky. Now, it could have been anything. But again, it's just so important to catch anything that's out there in the skies. Even if it's wrong or right, at least we still caught it. It's just important to be able to catch as many things as possible, because you never know. Like, hit the jackpot and catch something that's seriously right. Again, I'm just a person like yourself that's just out to seek the truth, look for what we can find. I'm not here to deceive people, just observant and persistent in what I do. So I'm going to look at the Mexico camps now this evening. And also I've noticed as well that the videos that I've done for the past few days have basically been zoomed out a little bit, so I apologise about that. So I'm going to try and get this sorted for you. And also I'm going to go and get a new microphone soon, because I need that. It's just been very busy. Been very busy for the past 6 weeks really with the new job. It's all work at the moment. Anyway, so I'm going to go to the Mexico cams and see what we can find on there. So have a great evening, and hope you enjoy the work I do, and we will see and zoom in and see what we can find. Here on this cam as well, this is called the Popocata Pepiti cam. I know it's a strange long word, but it basically is one of the Mexico cams over there. Now, here you can see this, can't you? This huge reflection to the right hand side, here, and also here as well. These reflections are getting stronger. And also what you can see is, when I'm going to move this cam now, you will see an object here come up on the horizon here. Can you see where this shadow is? Okay. Now you'll see a top of a heavenly body come up and then go back down again. It comes up and then goes back down again. Watch this. Can you see that? Just here on the screen. It's an object that's showing itself. Just here. Here's the shadows. There's more shadows here. And we're getting shadows here. These are from the heavenly bodies. They're traveling with our sun. As the Earth is orbiting, now we're starting to get glimpses of the heavenly bodies. Look, they can't cloak it all the time. Can you see this? It's a rounded object. I'm going to zoom in on this as well for you. Here is that object. I'm going to try and move it on the screen for you as well. You can see it, and you can't see it there. You can see this huge reflection here, can't you? Okay? And then you can see that object, can't you? There it is. Disappearing. Gone. Just before the sun comes up, you've got that object that's illuminating. It's round. It's a celestial body that's up there. You see this. Disappears. We're seeing a lot of things up there now, aren't we? And basically, it's a situation where we just have to keep watching the cams. There's lots of things going on this cam. I'm going to zoom out on it now. I've just zoomed out for you on this Mexico cam as well, to show you again this red reflection again on the horizon. These shadows from these bodies. I mean, it's so obvious now. You can see the top of that now, can't you? It's a round celestial body there that's traveling. It's with our sun right now. This is not any known celestial body. It's too big. It's coming closer towards us now, on the left side of the sun, on the horizon. You can see a shadow from it as well, reflection. If I go through the cam again, see this. Disappears. You can see more of the shadow above it. This is proving to us now, to everybody, that there is a huge celestial body that's right in front of our sun. Again, though, the government know this. They are tracking it all the time, and they're trying to hide it from the public. Thing is, though, it's slipping out the net now, isn't it? We're seeing it, aren't we? All the time on the webcams. Again, I would like to show you this on this webcam as well. Here we have that huge object that doesn't move, but it's getting bigger, much larger. Can you see this? This is our simulator. That's to the left-hand side of the screen. When I say this is our simulator, it's been I've got so used to seeing this now, and so have we all. It's part of our sky really now, isn't it? That's what they've done. They've stuck it up there, and we've all got used to it, haven't we? You can see this body, can't you? Now, if I go through the cam, you can see it doesn't move. Can you see this? It just stays in the same place. I'm sorry about the white screen. That heavenly body just stays in the same place. The only thing is, though, it's much more bigger. It's getting closer to us. much more closer. I'm going to zoom out on this cam so you get more of an idea of the size of this object. Okay, I've zoomed out now, so you will be able to see this in more detail as I move the cam. There's the sun rising. You can see the timestamp. You can see the object. Can you see that red reflection as well? This red light source is coming from the sun's twin. This object, it's moving inwards. It's not moving to the left or to the right, it's just moving inwards. These objects move like comets. I've said this before. I mean, look at these clouds. These natural clouds. They're supposed to be up with our sun to protect us. And all that they're doing is chemtrailing in the morning. It's just a haze. But we're still seeing the heavenly bodies in the sky. This isn't lens flare, because lens flare will move with the sun. You see this? Lens flare will move with the sun. This is lens flare. This isn't. You can see the reflection as well from the sun onto the object. You can see this. And also on that cam that I showed you today at night time on that Milan cam in Italy, it's the same sort of shape, isn't it? It's not completely round, it's just the same shape. Now, again, on the Milan cam, I'm not sure if it was a real thing, but the thing is, you could see that something was eclipsing it. There was an object in front of it that was darkening it as it was going down, covering it. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. The thing is, this is a very similar object I saw a year and a half ago on the screen. Here again on the screen, we've seen this before. You can see the timestamp again today. And also on there, it's 8:46 AM in Mexico on this Leon Panamericana cam. Now, if I show you what I'm looking at here, we're looking at this object again. Can you see this? It's got a red flare around it, a white body, and it's up there in the solar system. Because it's not anything to do with a flare or anything like that. As it moves across the sky the opposite way and goes down. Now, it's not the moon or anything like that, because I'll show you the moon in a second on this video cam as well. I'll just go to the moon and show you this first. Here's the moon. You can see the moon, can't you? 6:14 AM, 3 seconds. The moon's down here. You'll see it move across the sky. I apologise again about these white screens. There's the moon. Quite clearly see that, can't you? I've zoomed in on this object here as well. You can see this. Now, I apologise if it turns out that the footage on this image is very small on the screen. I've got to sort this out, because I'm no rocket scientist when it comes to computers. I just want you to see what I see. I'm not a magician with videos and to enhance things and to make up some glossy videos. I'm just me, and I just want you to see the truth, and I want you to basically be yourselves as well, to experience what I'm experiencing. Think out the box. Because place our mobile phones down and look at the skies. It's so important, because there is objects out there that move around every night and daytime. We see these. And as the weather gets warmer, I will be out. And I know that you'll be watching the channel, and we'll be sharing these images together to see what's going on in the skies. As again, I'm no scientist. I'm not 100%. I'm not clever. I'm just clever Jack. I'm just me. And I respect all of you for viewing the channel. And I just know when I see objects that are not lens flare, I just see these huge bodies that are out there in the system. And I have, again, I've told you this before, I've seen these huge celestial objects before. And looking at the dark skies and everything, I just know that something is wrong. And also know the government are hiding this from us. So I'm just going to press on and carry on, right to the very end. I just want to show you this image first, okay? So you see the timestamp, 8 AM, 4 seconds. And what I'm looking at here on the screen here is down here. I've noticed this red object on the horizon. And this is what's causing all this redness on the horizon as well, okay? You're seeing this red horizon from these heavenly bodies. Now, there's an orange effect as well, I believe, from another body. And also the simulator's coming into play now, because you don't see the black dot, and it's just this morphed out looking hazy sun, which isn't our real sun. And that's very interesting seeing this here. I'm going to zoom into it. I've shortened the screen so you can see that red object right there in the horizon. And I believe again this to be that object on the other cam you just saw. Can you see this? There it is again. And it's starting to show itself through these clouds. And again, all these other clouds above are just broken clouds now. Just not here to help us anymore. They're not here to cover our natural sun. Because it's not our natural sun now that we're getting. We're getting the shade and shadows from that simulator. There is, by no shadow of a doubt, a simulator, an object that is covering our sun and above our Earth's atmosphere that's covering it. Because the darkness on the ground proves that we've been cloaked all the time now. Again, this cam as well, the Molarina cam in Mexico, is just outstanding how people down there don't realise that they're going into darkness, aren't they? Because the ground, the timestamp there is 10:10, 03 seconds AM. And they are being eclipsed, aren't they? A large heavenly body that's out there, that's now in front of our sun. I know we have that simulator up there as well. We've got those objects that are darkening our natural sun now. Every single one of you watching this footage, and also the other videos that I've produced, when you see the dark skies like this, you just know that there's something wrong. You would be looking up now, wouldn't you? Thinking, why is it so dark? But again, people that are not fully awake to this would just believe the government and just walk the path of the way of what the government want you to walk. They don't want you to see this. They don't want no trouble, do they? They just want everybody just to be at their average pace now before the big, huge event will happen. But I'm afraid, looking at these cams, makes me sad really, because all those Mexicans out there as well. I mean, we're all brothers and sisters. We all should help each other with this, because looking at this now is so important. And I have a few subscribers from Mexico who email me nearly every day as well, to explaining, saying that our skies are darkening. And I'm having photos from their mobile phones, cameras, camcorders sent to me of the same dark skies. So these high definition cameras are showing the absolute truth that the skies are darkening every single day. For all you fantastic channels and subscribers, we take a look at these images, don't we? We've been studying them for years. And it's so obvious now, isn't it? They're manipulating our skies with these chemtrails, trying to hide everything. This image just proves everything. Of all the researching that we've done and watching the cams. Now, I'm no cool talker, and there's other channels that do an excellent job by talking through things. I'm just a photographer that likes to check out different colorings and shades, and I just know the different colours that we see in the skies are from different objects, not for the same object at all. I mean, here on this webcam, you can see this, can't you? This blue reflection here on the top, and you've got this cream reddish reflection as well. But what they're trying to do is join the two together to make it as one object. Can you see how this large triangle effect, these shadows are, the cloak and everything up there as well? And how dim it is on this cam. It's very dark down below. And the time there is only 4 p.m. And again, it's spring. We're in Mexico. Mexico cams weren't like this before. This blue huge reflection is from another source. This is the Pico de Orizaba cam, a volcano in Mexico as well. And if you just look carefully to the right hand side of the volcano, we've got that same object. And also you can see the chemtrails. I mean, there's a chemtrail nearly covering right across the screen. I'm going to zoom in on this object as well, because again, when the sun moves, this object doesn't move, it stays in the same place. Now again, I am not sure what it is. I'm not going to turn around and say this is Nibiru. There's no point, is there? But whatever it is, it's there, isn't it? It's too big to be the moon, as I said on the other video. Let's go and zoom in and have a look. I hope this is zoomed in quite big actually. If it has gone small again, the screen, I will sort this. I'll get it sorted. Just, there's a lot of settings on this image program that I'm using. But you can see that, can't you? It's definitely there, isn't it? And you can see that chemtrail just below it. I mean, we really need to keep studying these webcams all the time, don't we? To get the moment, so we see this object huge in its full view, and we will see that full view celestial body. It's going to be outstanding, isn't it? Amazing to see that in the skies. So again, I'm just not going to stop. I'm just going to keep on for you and keep fighting to get the right footage out there for you. Here again, there's an object. Now, again, I've moved the cam left and up and back and forth to see the footage move, and this one doesn't move. Again, the other objects around the sun, being lens flare and the light sources and everything, it's moving with the sun. But this object isn't moving at all. It just gets dimmer, fades off, and then comes in quite strong. Here it is zoomed in as well. I mean, I don't know what it is, but what I can say is it clearly doesn't move. I'd like to show you this as well. This image as the sun is going down. Timestamp there is 18:32 and 5 seconds. And it's today's video. Okay, so what I'm interested in is this light source here. Can you see this line here? This reflection. Okay, now we shouldn't see this. But this is another object that's in front of our sun. You can't see it, but you can just see a reflection of it there if you look carefully. It's just a line in the sky there. I'm going to keep an eye on this for you as well. This is an important piece of footage as well, because we're seeing this object in the sky as well on these cams. Now, when the sun is basically going down, this object moves upwards, and it's just basically, I want to show you this cloaking technology that they are wrapping around the sun. It's covering both sides of the sun, causing these huge triangular sort of shaped reflections. Now, as I move the cam and the object moves, can you watch it fade off? Watch this line. Here it is. There's a cloaking device that's in front of it. A mirror, something. It's hiding it. Here. Something huge is hiding this. Watch this. Watch it disappear. Can you see this disappearing behind something else? It's disappearing, isn't it? It's not just going away into space. It's actually being covered. Can you see this? It's being covered. Way up there in space, there is a cloaking device that's hiding that object. Look. Very interesting. See, I looked at this object last week and I thought it was just fading off. But then when I'm looking at this properly, in high definition, I can see it. It's being hidden. Can you see this? There it goes. So they are using technology up there to hide as many things as possible from our eyes. Here again on this Acapulco player cam, you can see those lowered clouds. Now I wanted to show you this because I've never seen these before, these strange clouds. They're far too low. So I thought I'd show you this as well. And also down on the bottom there on the ground, those trees. They used to be very bright and well strong looking, but now they just look weak and the branches are just hanging. It's because we've got those chemtrails, them chemicals that keep blasting our skies all the time. The way the sea as well, the ocean on the shore is very much different now, the shape of it. I mean, all of the system is being agitated. I mean, 97 earthquakes in the last 24 hours. It's reached now to 135 earthquakes. Things are truly happening, aren't they? All the time. And it's only going to get worse. And we need to now start researching. It's so important because many of you are, and that's so good. And some of the fantastic messages I'm getting off people are absolutely outstanding. Your images are fantastic. And God bless you all, to all subscribers that are viewing the channel. Just want to show you this cam as well. There's that reflection on the left hand side. This is on a different cam. It's called a Tepos stain cam, and this is in Mexico as well. And it's that object that I showed you on the first part of the footage on this video. This is a reflection again, coming up with the sun. I'm going to zoom in. What I've done is I've actually moved the footage on to 7:54:03 seconds. And I just want to say again, we're heading into April. And when it's May, June, and we're still getting this dark sky, even darker, from all over the world on the cams, especially here on the Mexico cams as well, we're seeing this so evident that things are dimming seriously badly now. Our sun just doesn't look the same sun as it was from the past. The darkness on the ground just looks like we live on Mars. I mean, it's so strange, all these red reflections and this dimming of the land, and the sky is darkening. Doesn't seem like Mother Earth anymore, does it? So I'm going to go to another image now for you, but let's see what we can find on the Ustream NASA cams. Here we have the NASA Ustream cam. And all we can see is all them toxins in the sky. And it's on the opposite side again, so we are not seeing these strange colours in the sky, this hazy redness and also this lemon colour of yellowness. So all we're seeing is this reflection, this huge light source from the simulator, is covering and cloaking everything, as we've witnessed on the Mexico cams. Again though, you can just see a very small haze of red on the far distance on the Earth, above the atmosphere on those chems. Also, you can see the natural clouding just between the chems as well. The chems are grey and the natural clouding in white, just being burnt away all the time. And I'm just going to keep studying the NASA cams for all of you tonight, see if I can pick up some objects. I did study other cams last night, but I had to get up fresh and early to do some travelling with the family. So again tomorrow I will do another video for you to see what we can find. I've had some interesting emails asking me to try other cams as well, so I will look on their web pages and view them cams as well. Also, sadly, the UK weather cam system I was picking up Cornwall and Cumbria, parts of Liverpool, and all over the UK. Sadly, that web page is broke down now. It's gone. It's closed down. Now, is that the government that has shut that down? Because that was running for quite some time. It's gone now. It's finished. Also, most of the skyline cams keep stopping and starting. They break down. The Sky Alert volcano cam, that closes down. Strangely, when I use that cam and show the skies on that cam as well, and the sun and the objects, it closes down the following day for weeks. And again, the live stream Aurora station cam, it closes down for a long time. It doesn't come up. It only comes up very rarely. Just monitoring the skies of the best cam seems to stop. So it's just persistence really to catch the right images, isn't it? So I'm going to go to another Ustream cam before I go. On this Ustream as well, you can see those thick trails in the sky, the ripples in the sky. They're using HARP. They're definitely using that device all the time now to blanket our skies so we can't see nothing again. But saying that, in some views, I am pleased that vulnerable people that would be afraid, is good for them, for them not to see things, because it would be very shocking. For us, strong characters like we are that are viewing this channel and other channels as well, just want to see the truth, don't we? And then we could just get on with our lives and just prepare and just sort ourselves out. So again, on these monitors I've got here, I'm going to record these right through the night to the early hours of the morning to detect and see what we can find, and then bring the footage back to yourselves. So all of you have a great evening and a great week to come as well, and I'll be back with you tomorrow evening after work to produce more images. As I say, I'm not a rocket scientist or a clever Jack. I'm just me, Matthew, and I just want to show you what I see. So I'm just